We now have Parenting Like a Pro with the Smileys. Welcome back.
Thank you.
And you definitely help people parent like pros. Your advice is great. And this week we have a question that's a tricky one. My daughter has picked up some questionable vocabulary words. What's the best way to handle this?
Well, the fact that mom has heard these words leads me to believe maybe the daughter doesn't realize they're questionable. Sometimes kids will repeat things, kind of said in anger or said to be smarty, and they don't really know what they mean. Now, I don't know if this would work as well today, but I'll tell you what my mom did that worked very well with me. She would hear me say something, and I really had no idea what it meant. And she'd simply say, she didn't scold me, she didn't say stuff, she'd say, go look that up in the dictionary. So I'd look it up in the dictionary and think, holy cow, I probably don't want to say that anymore.
Right.
And so sometimes it's just a matter of educating the child.
Right, and I think mom and dad need to check their vocabulary as well, because sometimes we say things and don't realize it, and we're modeling. So that's something to check. The other thing that this mom can do with the daughter is sit down and talk about the message she's sending. The words that come out of our mouth send a message.
Right.
And so is this the kind of message that you want to send? Now, a lot of times with peers, it doesn't make that much difference, or the kids don't think it makes that much difference. But when they get around adults, then it definitely sends a different kind of message on when that adult looks at that high school or junior high person and what they think of them because of the words that come out of our mouth. And so and the other thing that I think this mom can help this daughter with is that it's habit forming. And all of a sudden you start using words and it becomes a habit, and she gets into a situation and she uses a word and she doesn't want to just because it's a habit.
Right.
And a lot of times kids don't see that coming until, oh my goodness, they're saying it and they don't even think about it. So I think the mom can help this daughter understand in this situation and be conscious of the words that are coming out of her mouth and help her along that way.
Now, what else is important about modeling? Because you mentioned the term modeling. I think that's really important for a parent to understand.
Well,
that.
language is one thing. Actually, it's the whole
It is.
package. It's the whole package. How you treat one another as husband and wife, that's something you're going to see. What happens is it's going to be repeated in the next generation. So everything is a part of that. The words that you speak, how you're involved. We talked about a few weeks ago about the nutrition. What are you eating? What's that modeling? How you treat one another. All those things. You got to be on your toes.
Your kids are always watching, and
Always
that's something
watching.
for parents to keep in mind.
Thank you so much. Always watching. And remember, if you send a question to John and Kendra at kendrasmiley.com and we air it and answer the question, of course, you'll get a free copy of one of their books. Stay with us. We'll be right back.